everyone, welcome to our channel of Nagesh Karasgi Orchid School. My name is Kajal Kulkarni and I am going to teach grade 6 English, that is honeysuckle. So today we will start with the part 2 of the chapter, the banyan tree. So now in this second part, the very important part and very interesting part is going to start, that is a fight between the mongoose and the snake. So let's start. Okay. Part 2. The warm breezes of approaching summer had sent everyone, including the gardener, into the house. Here it is saying that the warm breezes, it was afternoon. So the warm breezes had appeared, means it had approached, it has started, and that warm wind of summer had sent everyone. See, in afternoon when it is too hot in summer, do we come out of our house? No, we feel like staying at home and sitting in front of AC, cooler, or sitting under a fan. Yes. So similarly, this means here in this place in the garden, everyone went home, including the gardener also. So nobody was there in the garden now. It was feeling drowsy myself, wondering if I should go to the pond and have a swim with Ramu and the buffaloes, when I saw a huge black cobra gliding out of a clump of cactus. At the same time, a mongoose emerged from the bushes and went straight for the cobra. Now even he was like tired. What he was doing? As I told you all in our last recording, that he was reading the books and it was his mini library. That banyan tree was like his mini library. He was busy reading the books. And what happened? Suddenly he was very tired. So he just looked down and he found that there was a cobra and a mongoose. So now he is telling that everyone went home and even I was feeling drowsy. Drowsy means sleepy. Even I was feeling sleepy as he was reading the books. So he is telling even I was feeling drowsy and I was thinking that I should go to a pond and along with Ramu and the buffaloes and just take a bath, or just go means swim in the pond. That time he saw a huge black cobra gliding. Gliding means moving out smoothly. So he saw the cobra moving smoothly out of the clump of cactus. Now clump of cactus means there was a very thick cactus plants were there. So from there the cobra was coming, sliding or moving smoothly out. At the same time the mongoose also emerged. Emerged means came out from the bushes and went straight for the cobra. At the same time when the cobra came out from the cactus, the same time mongoose also came out from the bushes and it directly went in front of the cobra. In a clearing beneath the banyan tree, in a clearing beneath, beneath means under, okay, beneath means under the banyan tree. The clearing means everything was clear. So under the banyan tree, in bright sunlight they came face to face. Now under the banyan tree and all it was bright sunshine, means everything was clear, no clouds, nothing, all the ground was clear and they came face to face. Who? The cobra and the mongoose, they came face to face. The cobra knew only too well that the grey mongoose, 3 feet long, was a superb fighter. The cobra was only knowing, means the cobra knew that this grey mongoose, that the grey mongoose who is 3 feet long was really a very superb fighter. So this sentence means the cobra knew only too, means the cobra knew too well that the grey mongoose which was the mongoose. The cobra is means thinking that the mongoose is 3 feet long. So the mongoose was 3 feet long and a superb fighter. Okay, so the mongoose is described as 3 feet long as well as a superb fighter. Clever and aggressive. So many words are given or used for the mongoose, that he is 3 feet long, a superb fighter, clever and also aggressive. But the cobra too was a skillful and experienced fighter. Now here the cobra is also very skillful and an experienced fighter. He could move swiftly and strike with the speed of light, and the sacs behind his head, behind his long sharp fangs were full of deadly poison. Now sacs means a part of an animal or plant shaped like a bag. Okay, a part shaped like a bag. So the cobra, he was also very skillful and experienced fighter, and he could swiftly strike with the speed of light, means a lightning speed. So the cobra was also very skillful and a very good fighter, and it had the sacs behind his long sharp fangs. Fangs means a long sharp teeth. Okay, so behind his teeth, we all know that the cobra has very sharp teeth. Okay, so behind those teeth there are sacs of poison, means bags. The bags of poison are there behind the teeth of the cobra, and those bags contain poison, deadly poison. So those sacs are having very deadly poison in it, and if suppose by mistake it just touches, so what will happen? Anybody can die. So it was to be a battle of champions. So it was not just like a very weak snake and a very active or aggressive mongoose. No, the fight was between two champions. Okay. Hissing defense, his forked tongue darting in and out, the cobra raised 3 of his 6 feet off the ground. Now hissing defiance. Defiance means in an opposing position, as I had shown in the picture, students. Here you can see again that, see the position of the cobra, how it is sitting in the position to attack. Okay, and hissing, that sound, that sound the snakes always hiss. So the snake had taken the position of attack, and it was removing the tongue in and out. So forked means like we can see the fork, it has 3 points. So here the cobra has the 2 tongues. So it is like a fork. It is said that the tongue is his forked tongue darting in and out, means going in and out. So here dart means move quickly and suddenly. The cobra raised its body 3 of his 6 feet off the ground, means 6 feet off the ground. Out of 6 feet he raised his 3 feet up and spread his broad spectacled hood. The cobra, as you can see here how it is having, this is called as hood here. Okay, so the cobra just took the position of fighting and it broadened the hood. Okay, it spreaded his broad hood. So here spectacled hood. The mongoose bushed his tail. Now the mongoose also took charge of the fight. It also took the position to fight with the cobra. So bushed his tail means ready to do something very exciting. Okay, bushed his tail means ready to do something excitedly, and the long hair on his spine stood up. So, even the mongoose took the charge and took the position to fight with the cobra. Though the combatants were unaware of my presence in the tree, they were soon made aware of the arrival of the two other spectators. Now, combatants means the participants in the fight. Though the combatants means the mongoose and the cobra, they were not knowing that there is someone is sitting in the tree and keeping a watch on us. They both were not knowing it, they were not aware of it, okay. But soon they were made aware. By how they were made aware? There were two other spectators. Spectators means those who watch a show or a game. So, now here this fight was like a match. It was like a match, like a game for the two spectators, okay. So, two spectators came. Spectators means someone who comes to watch the game. One was a myna and the other was jungle crow. You all can see in this picture here, in the image here. Look here, this is myna here and here the crow. So, they both were the spectators, they were the one they came to see the match. They had seen these preparations for battle. They had seen these preparations for battle. Yes, both had taken the position for fighting. So, they had seen that they have now prepared for the fight and ready to attack each other, and had settled on the cactus to watch the outcome. They both settled on the cactus. You can see in the picture here, the myna and the crow are sitting on the cactus plant and eagerly watching what is going to happen. What will be the outcome? What will be the result? Had they been content only to watch? Content means satisfied. They were only satisfied to watch this, all would have been well with both of them. Means what they are telling, what it is said that they were satisfied only to watch, and means everything should go well with both of them. Means nothing should be wrong, nothing should go wrong with the with both of them, okay. The cobra stood on the defensive, swaying slowly from side to side. Now, the cobra, what the cobra did, it took the position, and defensive position means in a fighting mood, and swaying slowly from side to side. Means you all must have seen when the cobra or when the snake opens the what we say, it spreads the hood. That time you all must have observed that it moves from side to side, or it swings, okay. So, it sways slowly from side to side, trying to mesmerize the mongoose into making a false move. Trying to mesmerize here means trying to fool, means magical trick. It was trying to do some magic that I can fool the mongoose. But the mongoose knew that the power of his opponent's glassy unwinkling eyes and refused to meet them. But the mongoose knew. Now here the cobra was trying to fool the mongoose, right. It was swaying slowly from side to side. It was moving its hood from side to side, and it was making false moves. It was the snake was trying to fool the mongoose. It was trying to fool the mongoose by making false moves. But the mongoose knew the power of his opponent. But the mongoose was knowing the power of the opponent. Glazy means shining. Unwinkling eyes. Unwinkling means the eyes when you are keeping it open, you are not winking. Means when we wink means open, close, open, close, open. When we are talking, our eyes, when normally it just opens and closes, it blinks, okay. So, unwinking eyes very shiny and unwinking eyes, and refused to meet them. So instead he fixed his gaze at a point. What the snake was doing, the mongoose was not concentrating on that. Okay, what it is saying, that the snake was having nice shiny unwinking eyes and refused to meet them. The mongoose did not look at that. The mongoose was keeping a different watch at different place. Means instead he fixed his gaze at a point just below the cobra's hood and opened the attack. What the mongoose did, when the snake was playing, making false movement, that time the mongoose did not bother for that. He just kept his own watch. Gaze means to stare. Gaze, G-A-Z-E. Gaze means to stare. The mongoose was staring at a point just below the cobra's hood and opened the attack and attacked on the snake. Moving forward quickly until he was just within the cobra's reach, the mongoose made a pretended move to one side. Now, moving forward, the mongoose moved forward quickly until the cobra, means the cobra reached to attack. The cobra tried to attack, but the mongoose made a pretended move to one side. The mongoose made, it means suddenly, very quickly, it made the move to one side. Immediately the cobra struck. Immediately again the cobra struck. It attacked. His great hood came down so swiftly that I thought nothing could save the mongoose. Now even the cobra, even the snakes are very fast, but the mongoose are much more faster than the cobra. So the cobra just struck down its hood, it brought the hood down, and so swiftly it brought, so the boy thought, now the mongoose will not survive, the mongoose will be killed. But the little fellow jumped neatly to one side and darted in as swiftly as the cobra, biting the snake on the back and darting away again out of reach. Now, what did the cobra, what did mongoose do? When the cobra was giving false signal, he was giving false attack. So that time mongoose was not paying attention to that. He was staring continuously to the hood of the cobra. So he just gave one attack, and to that the cobra just swiftly came down and attacked on mongoose, but the mongoose jumped very neatly on the other side and saved himself, and immediately the mongoose attacked the cobra on the back of his darting means attacking on the back of the cobra and biting the back, and again came back to the position. Means once he got a chance to attack the cobra, he got a chance to attack the cobra. At the same moment that the cobra struck, the crow and the myna hurled themselves at him, only to collide heavily in mid-air. Now, when the mongoose attacked and the cobra started, it gave the struck. At that same time, the crow and the myna, they hurtled. Hurtled means they also dashed. They dashed the cobra. Sorry, they dashed the cobra, and they also attacked on it, saving themselves, only to collide heavily in mid-air. Collide means only to hit, only to strike. Just to strike on the cobra, this myna and crow also helped the mongoose. They also attacked. It gave the very strong dash on them, on the cobra. Shrieking insults at each other, they returned to the cactus plant. Shrieking means, in the previous, I think in supplementary reader we had this word, a very sharp noise. Okay, so they made a very sharp noise and they again returned back to the cactus plant. A few drops of blood glistened on the cobra's back. Means now the mongoose had already attacked the cobra. So, the cobra was now bleeding. Few spots were, means it was shining. Glisten means the cobra's back was now having blood. The cobra struck and missed. Again the mongoose sprang aside, jumped in and bit. Again the birds dived at the snake, bumped into each other instead and returned shrieking to the safety of the cactus. Now again same thing happened. The cobra again struck swiftly, means again attacked on mongoose, and the mongoose took the changed the side and gave the attack on back of the cobra, means attacked from back of cobra. At that same time, these two birds again came to attack the snake, and they both dashed. Dashed means they also had a dash in themselves, and they again shrieking, means again making that sharp noise, they came safely and again set on the cactus. Now the third round, the second time it happened, now it was the third time when the attack was followed. The third round followed the same course as the first, but with one dramatic difference. Now first time it happened, second time also same thing happened. Now it was the third round, and the third time the cobra struck and the mongoose attacked from behind, and those two birds came to attack, and again they wanted to return. So something dramatical happened. Dramatical means something really bad happened that time. And what happened? The crow and the myna still determined to take part in the proceedings. They were still means they wanted to be the part of the fight. So they again did the same thing and dived at the cobra. Again they attacked, again they did the same thing what they had done in the previous two rounds. So again same thing they did, but this time they missed each other as well as their mark. So this time they were not able to strike the cobra, but this time they missed it, and what happened? The myna flew away and reached its destination, reached its perch. Perch means the place or the resting place or where the plant was, that cactus plant. It again reached there, but the crow was unable to do that. But the crow tried to pull up in mid-air and turn back. In the second that it took the bird to do this, the cobra whipped his head back and struck with great force, his snout thudding against the crow's body. Now what happened? When they both, myna and crow, they wanted to strike the cobra, but they missed this time. This time they missed it, and what happened? Myna flew back to the cactus plant. Perch means the resting place. Where were they resting? On the cactus plant. So the myna flew and reached there safely, but this time the crow was not able to do that. The crow tried to pull it. Pull means tried to go fly up, but the cobra turned back. What did the cobra do? The cobra turned back and whipped his head. And what happened? It struck with great force his snout. Snout means his nose. The cobra's nose and mouth of an animal. Snout means the nose or mouth of an animal. So whipped, here whipped is the meaning is given as back suddenly, back moved or back suddenly. Okay. So the cobra moved back suddenly his head and struck. This time it struck with very great force. Its nose means touched the crow's body, and due to that what happened? The teeth means it touched the crow and the poison was ejected from the teeth, and the crow died. I saw the bird flung nearby 20 feet across. The crow tried to fly. It tried, it flew for some time, and 20 feet across the garden it flew. It fluttered about for a while. It fluttered means it moved its wings, fluttered, and then lay still. After, see, you can see in this picture, the crow laid still, means it died. The myna remained on the cactus plant. The myna was still on the cactus plant. And when the snake and the mongoose returned to the fight, very wisely decided not to interfere again. Now, when the when the snake and the mongoose again, when they had returned to their fight, that time this myna now thought that it is not a good decision to interfere in their fight, and now the myna decided that I will not go and attack the cobra. As what had happened, the cobra's poison entered into the crow's body and it died. The cobra was weakening. The cobra now was very tired, as the mongoose was again and again attacking the snake's back. So, now it was weakening, it was very tired, and the mongoose, walking fearlessly up to it, raised himself on his short legs, and with a lightning snap had the big snake by the snout. Now, the cobra was really very tired. Now, it was really very tired, and this mongoose, it saw that now the cobra is really very tired. So, the mongoose very fearlessly means without any care, any fear. Now, the cobra will not attack anymore. It is now very weakened, it can't do anything. So, now the mongoose very fearlessly walking and took, means it just raised its body, its short legs, and with a lightning speed it snapped the big snake by the snout, means it put the teeth, the mongoose put its teeth on the snake. The cobra writhed and lashed about in a frightening manner and even coiled itself, but the mongoose, but to no avail. Now, what happened? Mongoose attacked the cobra, and what happened? Writhed means rolled. The cobra, the snake, rolled itself and lashed. Lashed means it was moving quickly and violently, but it was of no use. The snake was very frightened now. It was shivering, but it was of no use. Why? Because the mongoose had now attacked it very badly. Okay, to no avail means with no success. There was no success for the snake to survive. The mongoose attacked it. The little fellow hung grimly on until the snake had ceased to struggle. What happened? Now, the mongoose attacked it so strongly that the snake was it was like ceased means come or bring to an end. So, the snake had now brought, means it stopped struggling. Okay, and then what happened? He then smelt along its quivering length, gripping round the hood, and dragged it into the bushes. Now, the snake was shivering, shaking. It was just shaking. Quivering means shaking with a slight rapid, okay, rapid motion, or shaking with a slight motion. So, the snake was now shivering, and the mongoose, it firmly hold the snake and dragged it, pulled it to the bushes. The myna dropped cautiously to the ground. The myna came down cautiously, hopped about. It was very happy, and it hopped about. It just kept a watch, and then it peered into the bushes from a safe distance, and then with a shrill cry of congratulations flew away. The Maina, what it did? It peered means observed very keenly that is the snake still alive or the mongoose has taken. It hopped on the ground and then it found that yes, the snake is now killed by the mongoose. It turned very happy and shrill cry means with that sharp noise it wished congratulations to the mongoose and then it flew away. So, this was the story about the banyan tree and the boy who was watching all this and about the mongoose and the snake. So, here we have finished with the story. Students, read the lesson, read the story carefully, underline the words, and we will discuss the difficulties in our doubt solving session. Till then, thank you.